as the right guard stepped on his foot, knocked him off, and Hebron got the ball, and there was Keith Hamilton right there. That was a big play for the Giants. I don't know about that play for the Eagles. They used an open formation, and you think you would like to be a little tighter in there.
All you needed was a quarterback sneak.
All you had to do, just take the ball and fall down. We're just talking about inches.
The Giants take over. 1st and 10. They lead it 7-3. And this is Hampton. The Eagles get it back. Whoa, does that bring back some memories?
You talk about a play that will bring back memories of Pacharczyk, as you say. But how about what it does to Dan Reeves? In this situation, you don't want to fight for yardage. You don't want to do it. The ball is just popped out of there as Rodney Hampton is trying to make a cut back to the inside. But when you have the game and you have control, you don't need yardage. You need ball maintenance.
Mike Flores made the recovery. 1st and 10, Eagles at their own 35.
This is the anniversary, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Play.
Pacharczyk tried to hand off to Zonka. Here's Brister. Bailey, and he gets out of bounds.
Lawrence Taylor's trying to talk that referee into a holding call. He was right there at Brister when he threw the ball and said he was being held. He was. Watch him. He can take this and submit this as evidence that he was being held. Look at that. I mean, he's being held, spun, twisted, and everything. Had he not been held, he would have gotten a sack.
2nd and 4. Brister. Incomplete. Alvin Williams, the intended receiver, he would have had an Eagle first down.
Last week it was James Lofton that dropped a big one.
And we have not seen James Lofton today until now. 3rd and 4.
The Eagles really dodged the bullet on that 4th down, going for that fouled up play, and then even getting another chance is surprising.
They are 2 out of 14 today. 3rd down situation. Intended for Herschel Walker, incomplete. 4th and 5. 4 make it.
This is a big call. We see Rich Kotite there watching Zeke Bratkowski, the offensive coordinator. That's Zeke right there making the call. Rich Kotite, it looked like he was throwing his hand down like he didn't like the call before they even run the play.
We'll see how much he liked it. 4th and 4. The Eagles at their own 40. Clock running. Down to 2 seconds. Miller. Chase Brister. Brister. Incomplete. James Lofton was the Eagle in the area. Flags anywhere. The Eagles got a second chance.
Ball goes over on downs. And we're stopped for the 2-minute warning.
Will go over.
1:57 on the clock.
2-minute warning. The Giants cling to that lead, 7-3, with 1:57 on the game clock. 1:57 left to play. The Giants take over on downs. They have 2 timeouts left. The Eagles only have 1. The Giants leading at 7-3. 1 touchdown. The pass from Sims to Jackson.
I guarantee you, look at Sims yelling, "Get over here!" to Derek Brown, like a father to his son or something. Get over there.
They give it to Hampton.
See how Hampton carried that one? No, he put both arms around it, and I'm sure that's what Dan Reeves told him. He said, "Look, I don't care about yardage now. I just want you to take care of the ball."
And Philadelphia takes their last timeout. So, with this remaining the way it is, let's look at the standings in the NFC East. Dallas at 7-3. The Giants, with this victory over Philadelphia today, will be at 7-3. The Eagles dropped to 4-6. 6 in a row they've lost. Phoenix didn't play today. The Redskins still playing.
I think, again, at the start of the season, after we saw the Eagles, they looked so good against Green Bay. Of course, they had Randall Cunningham then. They had Fred Barnett then. They had Byron Evans. They really looked like they were going to be a team. Then they just got banged. I mean, they just got decimated with injuries. But who would have thought that after 10 weeks, after 10 games, that the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants would be tied for first place in the NFC East?
I don't think even the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants would have thought that.
No, I'm sure that the Giants, anyone in the Giants for any kid sure would have taken that.
Oh, boy. Rodney Hampton again.
But today they did it with defense. And even, when their offense let them down like that last fumble, their defense came in again and put out the fire. Their defense spent this whole day putting out fires. They put a lot of pressure on O'Brien, and then they put pressure on Brister. Then they didn't let the running game get going, and they just swarmed and didn't let this Eagle team get anything going.
And as you pointed out before, they've done it with a lot of guys who don't have the great reputations.
No, I mean, they could be one of the top defenses. They are one of the top defenses in the NFL, and they could possibly not have anyone in the Pro Bowl.
The clock will continue to run. He's stopped by Hopkins. Lawrence Taylor. Strong performance by Lawrence again today.
And there's some more evidence that he was held. Look at the OR, and Taylor is half off.
Almost tore his name off.
The end of his name, and that's the end of a day's work. Now, with all these players wearing gloves and stuff, when it's all over, they just take off the gloves, throw them away, throw one down, keep one on.
Get your hat.
Even Dan Reeves, I noticed, took his gloves off. He was coaching with gloves on earlier. As the heat got going through the body, he took the gloves off the hands.
Flag on the play. Timeout to the Giants. The clock had run down.
You can have all that stuff, and your little cold stuff, and then you get in the heat of the game. Man, the last thing you need is a pair of gloves in your hand when you're playing in Philadelphia. You haven't won here. The Giants haven't won here since 1987. Been answering questions all week on why you can't do it, and I'll guarantee you get in a tight game like this, and that'll warm those hands up.
Sims checks back in. A reminder again that coming up next is 60 Minutes here on CBS. As soon as we're through in Philadelphia. 7-3. You would think a game with only that many points scored would pass by a lot more quickly, but it hasn't. Fourth down. 24 seconds remaining on the game clock. As long as he could, this is Hampton. First down. Clock will continue to run, and the Giants will be tied for first place with the Cowboys in the NFC East. 7-3. They break a losing streak here and sweep the series for the first time since 1987. So for John Madden, this is Pat Summerall saying so long from